Hey, and welcome to another episode of Back from the Future. You're joined by myself, Zane Venturi, and the lovely...
Hello, Earthlings. My name is Zelda, and I am your co-presenter on this YouTube channel.
Right, okay, now let's get underway. Literally a few days ago, I got a call from my mate Dazza, and he's the guy that usually tells me about some up-and-coming potential videos that are worth doing a review on. And the one that he told me about was Shards of the Past, which is a Star Wars fan film. Now, I've seen a few Star Wars fan films in my time, but I've been told that this is the one to watch, basically, because a lot of time, money has been invested in this. Zelda, from your research, what do you know about Shards of the Past?
I have been doing a bit of research on this movie already. I know the budget was around 100 grand, Canadian US. This has been one of the most hyped Star Wars fan films ever gone into production. The people behind this film look at Star Wars as more than a part of their childhood, but as a part of their own existence.
Wow, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, apparently 100 grand was went into putting this movie together. Now, the thing about Star Wars, there's been a lot of controversy regarding this franchise, and when Disney took it over. I mean, Zelda, why don't you tell us where you think Disney went wrong?
The problem with Disney is that they are hit and miss. When they nail something, they nail it. And when they miss something, they miss the target by a milestone. Disney tried to change the formula like Coca-Cola tried to do in the 80s. They tried to change the secret sauce. And there has been a horrific backlash that has been unprecedented. The people are not interested in gender politics or race agendas. They want the secret sauce.
I mean, the thing about it is, there's nothing wrong with gender politics. I mean, I feel, or carrying, adding like different ethnicities to films and so forth. But how do you think, Disney handled it?
These things are fine, but they don't fit into the Star Wars timeline. Invent your own damn heroes and storylines to motivate your own agendas. That's fine. But what they are doing, it's like taking Batman or Superman and then trying to say he is transgender. What the father, mother, lover. But if the studio wanted to lay it out, we the fans will play it out.
Well, Zelda has spoken. Zelda has spoken. Those are her thoughts on Disney and how they've handled the franchise. So let's get on and watch. Let's have a look at this. Well, I'm going to do my reaction now of Shards of the Past.
I will not be denied.
Open fire! Reinforcements coming!
answer for your treachery. Suffer for your deceit. Answer for your failure to save her. I destroyed your enemies, forged for you an empire. Yet, like the Jedi, you have left me a mere shadow of what I was promised. You have taken everything.
Everything? Foolish boy. You grieve for the dead wife of an insolent Jedi. Your precious Padme's fate was your choice. Just as your fate is mine. Such a pity. How much grander and more powerful you could have still become. If you had had the temerity to embrace the path set before you.
I made this for you, so you'll remember me. It will bring you good fortune.
It's beautiful, but I don't need this to remember you by. My caring for you will always remain.
Padme.
And that
is why you'll never defeat me. As long as you let your feelings empty, forever shall you remain weaker than I. Always the servant, always the slave, young Skywalker.
Lord Vader, you have an urgent message. My lord?
Proceed.
The Emperor demands your presence at once. Lord Vader?
As he wishes.
Guards, leave us.
What is thy bidding, my master?
You are distressed, my friend.
I am fine, my master.
Are you now? Your anger radiates like a whirlwind, yet unfocused. No, not unfocused. Hidden. You're trying to hide your rage from me. Why? Ah, I see. Then what is your hesitation, Lord Vader? Give in to your anger. Strike me down.
I have no such wish, master.
Pathetic! A mighty Sith Lord crippled by melancholy and indecision, all due to the attachments of a Jedi.
There is no attachment. Anakin Skywalker was weak. I destroyed him.
Did you? Yet Skywalker's powers dwarfed yours, did they not? No. Rise, Lord Vader. It is the way of the Sith to destroy all who stand in our way to power. To eliminate our rivals, is it not? Who stands in your way, Lord Vader? Who holds you back? Keeps you subjected and decrepit within that armor? Anyone? If so, only your hate will eradicate you. Use it.
I cannot, my master.
That is why my disappointment with you grows by the second. Embrace the choices that have brought you here. Revel in them, or forever live in the shadow of Anakin Skywalker. Now, I have a task for you, my young apprentice. There's a great disturbance in the Force. A powerful Jedi survives in the mid-ring. He must pay the price for his betrayal.
As you wish.
He hides on my home planet of Naboo. And of course, that of the late Queen Padme Amidala. It is no coincidence. He draws you there because he knows who you are, Lord Vader. The clones that report he wields an amethyst blade.
How is that possible?
Power. That's how. And you and I both know this particular Jedi wields a great deal of it.
I will finish what we started, master.
Will you? I wonder. Eliminate this Jedi. Pledge yourself to the dark side fully, Lord Vader. Relish in the gifts it bestows upon you. Only then will you be able to cast off the chains that bind you and achieve a power as never before. Only then will you be able to destroy the rival before you.
Then I will not fail, master.
Personal shuttle. I seem to be afflicted by a sudden tinge of nostalgia to visit my beloved Naboo.
The Jedi's barricaded himself in the catacombs and has sealed off all of the entrances. So we had to blow our way in. But now of all the troopers we've sent in, none have returned.
Lost troopers do not concern me, Commander. I want that Jedi. I will use the 501st.
As you wish, sir. Make way for the boys in blue. Right away, sir. Go, 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 go!
Episode 1, Shards of the Past. You can get on. Right, directed by this guy called Danny Ramirez, and Star Wars, and written by him as well, and Star Wars Theory as well. Wow, I am just no words can't say it. I think he pretty much nailed the movie. It's interesting. This is a masterclass as well. I hope they do a, before I tell you what I think of the film, I hope they do a behind the scenes. Star Wars Theory, please do a behind the scenes of this movie. We want to know how you pulled it off. This is amazing. This, you know, I find it almost like what Rian Johnson done is an embarrassment in terms of, you know, like return. Oh, forget him, right? Zelda, let me know, what did you think of it?
Wow, that was amazing. Star Wars Theory did an amazing job. Stone the crows. Every frame you were invested in. Drama, tension, this movie had it all. I say, Zane, it was very well put together. Apparently there are 5 parts to this mini opus.
Okay.
So hopefully he can and will get the money together to shoot the rest of the movies.
Yeah, well, like Zelda said, there's 5 parts to this movie. It's interesting, this movie, how they put it together, and how they for such a small budget of 100 grand. You notice they used a lot of for the most part of the movies, they were clever in how they shot it. They used primary colours for some of the shot, reds and blues. Now doing that, they can get away with so much more. I would like to see, I've seen it on a big screen. I am aware that apparently it was shown on a big screen, and you know, I'd like to see how well it stands up. It's interesting though. I think what I do know, it was shot on Arri Alexa digital camera. I'm wondering though, the choices of lenses, it looked a little bit sharp. If they maybe have used vintage lenses like they did with the first lot of Star Wars trilogies, I think it would add to the look. Not that I'm saying it can take anything away from that, but maybe use vintage lens, they're a tad softer and look more authentic towards the original Star Wars movies. But that, please, I'm just niggling here. I am just niggling. What I saw was absolutely breathtaking. Very cleverly done in terms of set design, sound design, every shot very much like the classic Star Wars movies. I'm trying to think where I can find the faults in the movie, and this is where I'm struggling. He did a brilliant job, an amazing job, you know, I'm almost struggling for words. I do understand that apparently, you know, Lucas were contacted in making the film. Zelda has some details on that. Zelda, would you like to tell us?
The fact that Lucasfilms gave permission to shoot this movie is a miracle in itself. They did stipulate the movie could not be crowd-funded and could not be monetized or have paying ads played on it. So Patreon funds were used to pay for the film.
Okay, that's quite interesting. I think that we should help as much. I mean, what I do, yep. So as Zelda said, the film isn't monetized, so he's not. It's not like he can make any money off it at all, or through adverts and clicks. But maybe if we can help Star Wars Theory out by watching some of his other videos all the way through, that could help him. I mean, I definitely want him to make. Sorry, my throat's going. More of these Star Wars films. I would love him to do that, because there is a lot more I'd like to see from this guy. I mean, what did you think of Star Wars Theory himself as a director, Zelda?
Star Wars Theory is a smart guy. Not only has he made the best Star Wars fan film ever, it also fits into the George Lucas's Star Wars timeline. I am not sure if Disney have realized what a global impact this movie will make towards the Star Wars fan base.
Yeah, well, I hope it does make a very big impact, and I hope that Lucas's, Lucas Films are watching. I mean, do you think Lucas Films would hire Zelda? I mean, what I was going to say, Zelda, do you think that Lucasfilms would hire Star Wars Theory to do a Star Wars movie?
Star Wars Theory is not part of the old school establishment. He is part of the Young Rebel Alliance of filmmakers who have been granted permission to make this movie. If Lucasfilms had the common sense to hire Rian Johnson for The Last Jedi, then certainly don't have the common sense to hire Star Wars Theory to shoot a future Star Wars movie.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. And I think that's where we need to leave it. On that note, I think, because this video is probably one of the longest reaction videos I've done. But just to recap, this movie, absolutely amazing. I wish the best for all the people that put this movie together. And Star Wars Theory, please, we want to see more. The fans want to see more. I mean, this is interesting. I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan. I enjoy the movie, but I'm not a hardcore fan. But that's a good thing, because, from my perspective, I want to see more of this. This was absolutely mind-blowing, and I loved every moment of that film. The suspense, the build-up, the engagement, everything about it was spot on. Zelda, before we go, anything you want to add?
Thank you for watching today's show. If you liked what you saw, smash the like button. Please subscribe, leave a comment. Join us on social media, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter.
And I'll see you in the future, if there is one.